Hello everyone, my name is Evan Preston from EMFX Studios.
My name is Jake Parrish from EMFX Studios, and this is
This Week in Geek.
that weekly internet news show where we talk everything from movies to video games to comics, and this is our 10th episode.
10th episode.
Woo, woo, woo. We got some fun stuff for you. It's actually been a pretty light, chill week, so we're gonna keep it nice, we're gonna keep it brisky, and we got a special guest coming up soon.
We do. So stay tuned. But the first topic of the day is a little.
Let's start with a doozy.
It is, and honestly, I feel like recently it's been nothing but doozies, but this one's a pretty big doozy. So I don't know if everybody understands or knows about the situation over at Warner Bros, but basically over the last like year or so, maybe longer, there's been a lot of speculation on whether or not they're going to be bought out.
Warner Bros. Has been struggling for a little bit, especially on the gaming side. Shout out Multiverses. They cut the cord on that game like a year after it came out. So a lot of people in the industry have been like, what's going to happen? Is someone going to buy it? And recently, Skydance has been issuing bids at Warner Bros. I know one of them was going to buy it for like 25 a share.
Yeah.
Which is really high, but they've been rejecting it. They've been saying no. But now
there's just a lot of people trying to buy it right now.
Yeah.
I mean, Paramount was just shot down today, and they've tried three times, but they were shot down. I believe Apple is trying. Netflix, that would be a disaster. I'm not going to get into that. I love Netflix properties, but if Netflix buys Warner Bros,
it's not a good idea.
It would be really bad for the movie industry.
I just don't think they have the capacity to handle it, and they already have a conglomeracy over it.
Yeah, it's
Same with Skydance, really.
there's a lot of layers to this situation, but basically, you know, just to talk about what it means for you, the consumer, if Warner Bros goes over to one of these companies, and you're like us, and you like watching superhero stuff, the DCU is going to be in question in general, right? Like everything that James Gunn is building right now, you gotta ask yourself.
It's gonna be up in the air.
It's gonna be up in
if they
the
get
air.
bought by a larger company.
Because the fact of the matter is, James Gunn can be replaced. Some people will be like, replace him. A lot of the Snyder people,
Snyder soldiers.
it's Snyder Shoulder. Dude, I loved Zack Snyder's movies. But anyway, that's besides the point.
It's gonna mean less competition.
Yeah.
And which usually what that means is less good quality productions, less high quality productions, less people will get paid. I'm very bullish on the entertainment industry being owned by very specific companies, and it's already pretty bad right now. Like it's almost like a mirror of 1920s Hollywood, where it's like like 5 or 6 companies own all of them. If that even goes down to 1, it'll be scary.
Yeah. But so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
And we'll keep a finger on the pulse. We'll keep y'all updated, of course.
Yep.
Moving on, some weird news. We have just announced today, through Variety. This is from an article by Andrew Roseberg. Oh wait, no, that's who's co-starring. Excuse me. As by Adam B. Very, Johnny Depp is in final talks to star in Ebenezer, A Christmas Carol, an adaptation of Charles Dickens' wonderful classic movie for Paramount. This will be Paramount. And directing it is horror auteur Ty West.
So that's interesting.
They did Pearl and Maxine. They did the X films, which are crazy.
So do you know if this is gonna be like a horror?
We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
So,
it could be, or we could be breaking off into a different genre.
Gotcha. So I have a couple thoughts on this. First thing, why? Second thing, if it is horror, less why. And
I'm more like,
yeah,
they're more
that would be interesting, right? Because
okay. The problem is, Robert Eggers, legendary filmmaker, maybe my favorite American filmmaker working right now, is well underway with a Christmas Carol project starring the brilliant, legendary Willem Dafoe as Scrooge. And I'm like, I couldn't think of a better person to play Scrooge. Like,
same.
Johnny Depp's a good actor. Dafoe is one of our greats.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, so is Depp.
Yeah.
But it's like when I think of Scrooge, I almost can just see Dafoe. It's almost uncanny, and I think, I mean, like, we've seen him play senile old men before, and mean, that's what Scrooge is.
Perfect.
So we'll also just keep you guys updated on those movies.
He's like a messed up Frank Gallagher.
Yeah,
Even more messed
yeah,
up. Like
right.
even more greedy Frank Gallagher. Probably less drugs. I mean, hey, Eggers is crazy, so we don't really know.
Yeah,
That
we
guy
don't
can
know.
do anything. But no, I'm interested in this Johnny Depp project. They said if the deal closes, it's looking to release on November 13th of 2026. So
Okay.
that's next year.
Come
And like
close.
next year and some change. So
Yeah.
they'd have to start and end filming pretty quickly. So we'll see. This is just very early in the process though, so this may not go through, of course.
Right. So now we're going to transition into something a little bit interesting. So for the first time ever, we are going to have
Live guest swap.
a live guest swap.
I'm gonna replace we're Jason here, executive producer.
And now we are introducing Preston Carter. What's up, man? What's up?
Camera wizard, editing
Going, y'all.
genius, and connoisseur of the good games.
So,
You could say that.
obviously, Preston, we have you on here for a reason. We wish it was to announce something crazy, but it unfortunately isn't. So can
The
you
opposite, really.
exactly? So can you explain to us why you are here today?
Okay, so I'm here today. I'm a self-proclaimed Fallout nerd. All right. Today on October 23rd was Fallout Day, and it was disappointing. Now I had my hopes lowered because I know what to expect from Bethesda, but a lot of people were expecting a remaster announcement.
Or even news on Fallout.
Or even news on a new Fallout, because they did hit us with the unexpected Oblivion remake earlier.
Yeah.
Right, so-
Shadow Drop.
Me personally, like Preston, told me that this was happening, and I was even excited. I was checking it out live, just fingers crossed for a New Vegas remaster. I mean, one of the best games I've ever played in my life.
Oh, yeah.
And if they renewed New Vegas, it would probably be like in my top 5, right?
It would have been awesome, but they gave you blue balls because they hit you with, to celebrate New Vegas' 15th anniversary this week, here is Fallout New Vegas as it currently is with a statue. And that's all we got. Fallout 4, we're getting a Switch 2 port.
Woo!
That's something.
Another port.
Another port. Nothing new with that.
Switch 2 game with mod support, though.
Oh, it has
You
good
get-
support.
Well, the Fallout.
You have the it comes with 150 creation club. Now I don't know if that means it comes with the 150 creation club creations or you have to pay for the edition. I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We're kind of
There was that, and then brief 76 stuff. They announced a new DLC 2 weeks ago with Walton Goggins from the show,
That's cool.
which is getting season 2 later this year.
So can we actually talk about that for a little bit, because that is kind of worth talking about. So first of all, the show of Fallout has actually been pretty well received by fans, by us here at EMFX.
The critics as well. And it's super
Yep.
popular.
It was very big.
And so, like you said, Fallout 76 is going to be releasing a DLC. So why don't you talk a little bit?
So this DLC, Fallout 76, happens about 25 years after the bombs. New Vegas and everything else happens about 200 years. The DLC explains Walton Goggins' character, the Ghoul, goes to Ohio after the bombs drop and starts a bounty hunting company. And in this DLC, essentially what you're doing is running bounties for the Ghoul. And you go to Ohio, which I think is the first time in Fallout we go to Ohio.
That's pretty cool, actually.
So,
that's
yeah.
that's pretty cool. So, I guess we'll just have to see
We'll
what
have to
happens
see.
then.
And it is voiced by Walton Goggins.
That's awesome.
So
That's pretty cool.
so that's cool.
I love Walton Goggins, especially his work in Justified. I don't know if y'all have seen that show. It's really, really good. Go watch Justified. But yeah.
I think that's all it is really for Fallout news, other than some new posters for season 2. But
Well, thanks for the cameo.
of course, thank you guys for having me.
All right. Well, in case y'all didn't already know, Preston is This Week in Geek's main editor. and he does a really good job. He's also the floor manager, so when we're talking about a topic for too long, he kind of lets us know behind the scenes. So
Which happens a lot.
it does happen a lot. Jake and I could just talk forever. If y'all didn't already know this, Jake and I, we were actually really good friends in college. We were roommates for a while. So we can just
We're gonna yap all day.
yap all day.
What's the problem?
It is problem. So speaking of
Obsidian. Speaking of Obsidian Entertainment, we have early reviews for Outer Worlds 2 are out, and like pretty much every gaming journalist, network has released something, and they're pretty positive overall.
that's what I've
I
heard.
think IGN gave it an 8, which is pretty high for IGN.
Hey, it's not the 7.
It's not the
it's
legendary
not the
7,
7.
which means don't buy it. But Polygon was more critical. They said that there's a ton of depth in the gameplay, like the combat, but the story depths took a back seat, according to Polygon. But overall, it's got some pretty positive reception, which is good because
Yeah.
I played the Outer Worlds. It was fine. A little surface level. I didn't end up finishing it, but I'm excited about this. I'll probably wait a couple months, see how reception goes, wait till it drops. But you know me, I like to wait to buy games.
You do.
I got something quick here too for gaming. I was just real
Quick.
I was speaking of quick actually. I was super interested in this. Apparently, this is an article from clawsomegamer.com. We've got Jake Bishop on the writing. Racing games are outselling every other game in 2025. What?
Isn't that crazy? Like, if you told me of like a genre that I thought would be, the highest performing, first I would actually say sports.
Yeah, I do sport.
Then I would go shooting.
Yep.
Then I would go racing.
Racing. If not RPGs.
Yeah, exactly. So that's really fascinating.
We've
but
got here some of the reasons is you had Sonic Racing Crossworlds came out, the F1 game came out, those are leading
Yep,
the way, but
F1.
also something to consider, Mario Kart.
Mario
Kart it released and it rocks. I was anti-Switch 2, I still am. I think the price is insane, but that game rocks, guys. It's so good. So that's
So you-
definitely
you
contributing
played
to
it?
it. I've played it. My friend Wilder, friend of the studio, shout out Wilder.
Shout out Wilder.
He has it at his home. Anytime I'm there, we bust it out in like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It's an
That's
absolute blast. If we look at the top games based on average sold, racing is at 260,000. Sports is at 180.
That's
This
crazy.
is units sold. I think this is kind of an encompassing of mostly digital platforms because it's harder to track physical releases. And I think it's consoles as well. But interesting, weird news in the actual mechanics of the industry. What else do we have?
I mean, that's pretty much it for gaming. But so moving on to comics and cons, actually. So Jake was, in case you don't know this, Jake, like myself and like Preston over there, Jake really likes collecting things, collectibles and toys. And
Primarily vintage toys. I love me some Transformers, man.
oh, we have bonded over our love for like old classic Transformers toys.
yeah.
Anyway, so speaking of collecting toys and conventions, we have
Collecticon out of Houston,
Collecticon.
coming this weekend, 23rd to 25th, and this is specifically about trading cards like Magic or Pokemon. It's this collectible items as a primary goal, as opposed to a lot of cons where the focus is industry news.
Yeah.
But what's really exciting about this is they have a guest star. That Mexican OT will be performing at Collecticon. And I was like, as soon as I heard this guy rap, I was like, he's cool, he's tight, really good wordplay. He's a nerd. You could tell. And that's not a diss at him.
No.
It's because he's smart. He's got really quick wordplay. He's really vicious on the mic. I'm like, I bet this guy likes some comics. I bet this guy likes me some cartoons. And
Isn't that awesome?
it's just so cool.
Yeah.
I really want to go. I wish I could. I'm busy this weekend, but if you're in the Houston area, check out Collecticon. Some of the
seriously.
most fun you can have as a nerd is going to these conventions, meeting people, buying cool stuff, and like, I don't know, everybody there is so cool. They have a ton of voice actors that are going to be there.
Yeah.
They're going to be there too. Check it out, guys.
Go
what
there.
else we got?
So, obviously, if you have been into comics recently, you know of Absolute Batman. It is everywhere right now.
Highest selling comic right now of the year, and the numbers are gangbusters. We talked about that last week.
They're really good. So, a couple quick things. Speaking of Absolute Batman, they're doing a collaboration with Absolute Batman and Wonder Woman, right?
Yes.
So that's awesome.
Super
news.
cool. I love Absolute Wonder Woman. It's hardcore. And I love Wonder Woman as a character. Super underrated, in my opinion. I'm
So,
excited
and,
for
and
crossover.
speaking of Batman and Wonder Woman, honestly, I have like this thing that I personally prefer Batman and a love relationship with Wonder Woman.
Whoa.
Hot take.
Hot as hell.
And it's crazy coming from Evan because I am everything Batman.
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
reason I say this is only because of the Justice League animated show.
It's so good.
It's so
They
good.
nail the relationship.
And they
too.
nailed that relationship, honestly. And guys,
It's a good.
It's just
they look good together.
They do. It's very sweet. They have so much mutual respect for each other, and I can dive into that later. But anyway, I'm really interested for the Absolute Batman Wonder Woman.
We've also in January they're doing Absolute Zatanna.
Yep.
And I love Zatanna.
Oh,
do
me
anything.
too.
Super cool. Super high power. Like I love the magic characters like
Yeah.
Dr. Fate and stuff.
Yeah.
And with how wild the Absolute series has been, both in art with like Absolute Martian Manhunter, and then like in content with Absolute Batman, I'm super pumped to see
Me
what they
too.
do.
Me too. It's gonna be awesome.
Speaking of upcoming comics, we have friend of the channel, Titan Goji.
Titan Goji. So, I actually reached out to him the other day, and he told me some crazy news. So, he has actually been writing his own novel series, and it's called. Here, I can actually pull it up. It's called Titanus. First of all, and I'm going to literally quote him here. I'm putting him on the spot.
Direct quote, hot from the press. Journalism.
Let's see, I lost it for a second. Okay, so basically it's about a demigod who awakens 2,500 years after a war inside of a robot gifted to him by his father, who is Hephaestus, and finds that Ares is plotting to conquer the Earth with the aid of the 12
Grekians?
Titans.
Oh, they got some Grekian
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
in there.
yeah, man.
Super cool.
So Hestius, our hero, has to battle his way through these monsters to put an end to the impending reign of terror.
That's super cool.
So he basically said, think Pacific Rim meets God of War.
And I'm like, sold.
Yeah.
So y'all should check it out. Check the first one out. Second one will be coming out
Yeah,
soon.
book 2 is coming out soon. So
We'll link the channel in the bio if you want to check out his channel too.
Yep.
He's got great content, mostly a lot of Godzilla, mecha stuff.
I don't know if you can see, but that's
We'll put it up here too. It's dope. It's super cool. We're super
Yeah.
excited. And speaking of YouTube channels, we have some news.
we do.
There's some big news actually.
So we've mentioned this
Couple times earlier episodes.
but basically the project that built this channel has been Nightwing versus Red Hood, and it has been an incredible project that we are so happy it's finally.
It's a gargantuan undertaking,
Yeah,
but it's been brilliant. I've loved working on it.
And so it's basically about Nightwing, and Red Hood, and they're kind of, they've got some turmoil, right? And it's a story that kind of has Batman taking a back seat.
Yeah.
And really showing their relationship with each other.
They're dynamic. They're different senses of justice colliding with each other.
Yes, seriously. And part 1 releases Halloween. So
Next Friday.
yeah, very, very, very
This
soon.
is huge. I can't stress how excited we are. It's gonna be awesome. I get beat up like 3 times in it. It is sick.
Yeah.
Y'all are gonna love it. Y'all are gonna. It's just amazing.
Yeah, so obviously it's taken a really long time, and that's because we started this project when we were in college, but now we're ready to show it to you guys, and we couldn't be happier. So, but with that, this is pretty much a wrap.
It's a wrap for this episode.
It is. Obviously, it's getting close to Halloween. That's why we have Jason over here, and his foot is missing, but you see it over there. So, very, very Halloween.
Yeah.
Scary stuff. So go out with your friends Halloween night.
Have fun.
Have fun.
Kick it. Have a good time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be shoestringing some bars for sure. But until then, we'll see y'all next time.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you next week.
All right. See you next week, guys.
Peace
Bye.
and love.